Okay, we're gonna have to edit this out till I get this out of here.
How come? Because you're gonna yank it?
Because I'm probably gonna lose my temper.
I'm not editing this out. This is gonna go in the first, what do you call the first part? Oh gosh, why is the word escaping me?
The thumbnail?
No. The little first part before our intro. It's gonna be the intro. Cody losing his Jesus. I usually do take all that out.
I'll say this much for those guys. They do an excellent job of packaging.
I wondered how this stayed on all the way down I-35 for 3 hours. Morning, guys.
Cody and Erica from Bar 7 Ranch, and Clarence in the back seat.
Or also known as Clancy.
Clancy. So today we're picking up something that's going to change our weed killing game. So stay tuned to see what we're getting and come along for the journey with us.
We got about a 30-minute drive to get there.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Ready? All right, guys, so we're here with Diego at Enduraplast in Converse, Texas, and we just got through with a tour of their manufacturing facility where they actually make all of these tanks right here in Converse, Texas. And there's some proprietary stuff that we're not allowed to show, so we didn't film in there, but we had a really great tour. Everything, they try to source everything they can out of North America. All the plastic comes from North America. 99% of everything that goes into these spray rigs is made right here in North America. It's a really neat process, and got to see what these guys do. All your tanks, you say, have a 10-year warranty on them?
Yes, so it's a 5-year, and then when you activate the warranty, there's a sticker that's on the side of them, and it has a code. Basically, you go onto our website, you input that information, and you get an extra 5 years. As simple as that, nothing else.
So you get 5 years if you don't register it or anything, and if you register it, you get an additional 5.
And competitors, that's the funny thing is that every competitor will actually, their max is 3-year warranty. So you're already, even if you don't activate the additional, you're already a step ahead than everybody else just by buying ours.
So really neat, guys. When we went through the tour, you know, we saw how they create these tanks from going from a plastic pellet all the way down to grinding it and coloring it themselves. Really neat process. These tanks that you see behind me, like the dark green, the tan, and the black, they don't allow sunlight in. So if you're going to put one of these up at your house for rainwater collection or just on the farm using it, it's not going to allow algae and stuff to grow in there because there's no sunlight that gets in. So we didn't get one of these tanks. We got a spray rig, but just to see everything is really awesome. So we're going to continue to walk around and talk with Diego and just learn a little bit more about the process here.
Absolutely. So as mentioned, these are the B grade right here. So one of the things that our water I guess director, what he always recommends is go to your local Tractor Supply. Even Home Depot now offers water tanks. Go up to one and do the hip bump. You know, just grab and just bump it with your hip. That thing's gonna move. And then try it with ours, and that thing, good luck trying to move that one. This thing's empty and it's not moving. But if you go to Home Depot and you'll see a competitor's, that thing is moving for sure, without doubt.
One thing I want you guys to realize too, this is from our tour we learned, they're what they call a B grade tank. Doesn't mean that it doesn't hold water, doesn't mean that it doesn't function. It just doesn't meet their standards, and their standards are very high. I mean, if it's just a millimeter off on the thickness of where it needs to be, or something doesn't fit just right, it goes to the coal pile, basically the B pile. Not coal, but just not. They're not just going to sell it. They're not going to. Their standard of quality is so high that they're not just going to put anything on a piece of equipment that they're shipping out. So, like you said, I mean, this thing's. I mean, I weigh 300 and something pounds, and it's, it's there. That's a good tank.
Yeah. And we'll go into some smaller ones, and actually there's like some smaller ones over there where we can look and you can see that there's no light that comes in at all. We can even put a light next to it. You won't see light, and that's kind of the benefit of the way we do compound mixture, is that it does not allow light. Even the B grades, they're made the exact same way. So again, even the one that I have at home, it's a B grade. There's no light that goes through it. I set one up for my mom too. She loves it. Same thing. She uses it for her own home, and no water whatsoever has ever had algae with us.
Awesome. So these are all, every product they make is seamless. And I know some of you eagle eyes are going to say, well, Cody, there's a seam right there at the top. That's not a seam. That's where the molds that you use for the size and for the top meat, that's just that little gap between there where it just pushes out a little bit in between those cracks where the molds meet. So no seams in it. It's all done right here. Awesome. Let's keep walking. Let's keep looking. This right over here was from the first day they let Diego drive the shop truck around the...
Yeah, needless to say, I'm not allowed again. So these white ones, they're not B grade. These are ready to sell. They're not water storage. That's not the intent. Since it is a white tank, the likelihood of water or of light getting into it is possible. However, if let's say there was a custom request for a white water tank specifically, we can still accommodate that to where light still will not get through a white tank.
But it's just not the normal.
It's just not the normal one. Yeah, this is more of an ag tanks dedicated specifically for fertilizer and the like, but similar quality build as well.
So that's a good point to bring up. If you're looking to set up a rainwater harvesting system, these guys can help you with that. But even if you don't choose these guys, steer clear of the white tanks, because that's going to allow algae and stuff to grow in your water system. Now, can they buy? I mean, y'all are all over the nation, right?
Correct.
If they wanted to find a dealer for your product, just go on. Is there a dealer locator on the website? Or?
Correct. There's a dealer locator on our website. It's find dealer as soon as you get onto the website in the top right. The other option that they can do is they can actually contact our customer support. Our customer support will take you directly to our sales development team, and they'll find the tank that's right for you, the perfect size, the nearest dealer to you, and they'll get you pricing and even get you in contact within the same call to that dealer.
Great. Okay, so whether you're needing water storage, you want a spray rig, you want a nurse tank, you want whatever it is, if it needs one of these tanks, these guys can hook you up. Awesome. These are the DEF tanks?
Yes. The white's DEF, the gray's diesel. And these are just more so the shells, obviously. Once we get everything else, we put it together back in the plant.
Okay. Do these these don't have a drain on them, do they?
No, they do not. Yeah, that one is, these are a little bit more of a, basically we know what they're for. Their intent is one way only.
One specific purpose?
Yeah, it's either diesel or DEF, so.
What's the biggest size you'll make?
The biggest size is 10,000, so it's that green one right there. Yeah, that thing weighs, by itself, that thing's not moving with any wind, really.
What are these? These look like some saddle tanks of some kind.
So yeah, so these are actually sprayers as well, but they're for ATVs.
So it sits on the
back of like a small little ATV, yeah. So it just depends again on, based off your needs, kind of this is what we provide.
So which way does that go on there? Does it go over the fender?
Yeah, so normally it'll kind of, so it'll go, if you go this way, and then it'll just lay flat on this right here, like that.
Over the back?
Yes.
So when you're sitting on it, your back would go here?
Other way. Your back would be on this side.
Okay.
And then basically the rest of the spray will be on the other side.
Well, a four-wheeler, that'd be a lot of weight on the back of a four-wheeler, huh? I bet that gets pretty hard to turn.
Yeah, this big one right here, this is for tractors as well.
Okay.
And actually, the way the tractor one was built, there's a specific process. Tragically, one of the most common ways farmers pass away is from a sprayer turning over on their tractor and unfortunately crushing them. The way we built it is basically kind of leaning forward and with that in mind, and so that actually reduces and kind of eliminates mostly that possibility. So it's actually really nice to have. Same thing with the ATV, the way it's shaped specifically to kind of lean forward.
Okay. All right, let's keep walking. That's awesome.
Dad, you want to buy me a big one?
No, I don't believe we need a big one.
I need a bunker. You can dig in the ground and put it in there.
I was hoping he'd have like one of them 200 or 300 gallon ones that we could make for the water trailer.
So funny enough, we've seen people get B grade tanks and make anything you can think of.
Right.
They'll use it they'll cut it in half and kind of use it as like a deer feed. They'll use it as something to where they can hide and kind of hunt. They'll spray it with camo.
Bunker.
I mean, I guess that would make an awesome deer stand if it was a bigger. You could cut some windows in it, and it's waterproof.
Yep. And so that actually right there, that's our new color. That's the Texas brown. I think we recently renamed it to Woodland Brown. But regardless, that's the new color that we have. So we're just started making them. We should be coming out, or our dealers should be having them in stock pretty soon. This is essentially the first one right there, actually.
So that raises a question. So when we set up our water trailer, we just took one of those old, you know, like a plastic tote, those 325 gallon plastic totes, 375, whatever they are. You know, one of the big concerns everybody had was, well, it's going to grow algae in it, you know, or what about it getting too hot in the summertime because of the sun beating down on it? Have y'all ever done any kind of studies on the temperature inside these tanks?
Yes.
Based on their colors in the summer?
So funny enough, there's a blog post that we already have set up specifically talking about that. And on these, we actually kind of already tell you a lot of information. We tell you what the heat degree is, what's the maximum, what's the minimum. But funny enough, one of the most common places where we sell these tanks is in Arizona. Probably one of the hottest places in the whole country. And they buy like crazy. They sell just nonstop because they know that they can trust the heat and it doesn't melt.
So what color do they?
The funny thing is any color.
So the internal, like if this was full of water in August, there's not going to be much difference in the temperature of the water no matter what color tank you have it in?
It's been shown that black does get a little bit hotter, but not to where it creates such a big difference.
Okay.
But we do see beige a lot out there, and the big reason is because it blends in with the house or the surrounding, exactly. And that's kind of the main thing is why we offer them in so many color options, is basically it's to fit and to kind of blend in with your surrounding. If you were to go to Home Depot, they're not going to accommodate you and be like, oh yeah, you know, we'll help you set up your base, we'll help set up your entire water collection system. Our dealers will go through that extra step for you.
What's this yard over here?
These are just some of our smaller ones. Yeah. So funny enough, this is actually like one that I have right here. And when I was moving it, funny story, this little piece of plastic is so durable. It just barely tapped the window of my truck and it just shattered it. Nothing happened to the tank, but my window did not survive. So.
Dad, this would be a good bunker.
And y'all also make septic tanks?
So that's something that we're kind of still working on, but when we introduce it, yeah, we'll definitely make sure it's very visible.
That'd be the perfect top for a bunker.
Clancy, can you fit in there when we put the lid on, and then you can.
Let's see. Y'all see this right here?
Don't get in there.
Yeah.
We were going to show that there's no light comes through.
Yeah, so there's some smaller ones right here as well, and the different colors that you guys can do that with as well.
Got some glue on it.
Good job. You probably burnt it already.
Marked out of it, didn't it? There we go.
Let's see. So it's these smaller ones. This is some of the smaller ones that we provide. So this is the 100 gallon. This is the smallest, but on that one actually has the lid, so we can go look at that one.
There's a 50 right there, Diego.
Yeah, so we don't sell those anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Not worth messing with.
no, it's just
Nobody really needs a 50 gallon for much, huh?
yeah. And so if you were to put the cap in, let's say
No light.
like
I'm not seeing any flashlights going through there.
yeah, see, I have the flashlight and nothing. Yeah. And that's with all our watercolors. That color right there is actually an old color that's yeah, it's kind of retired now, unfortunately. That was our seafoam color.
Is that open too? The little red
This
part.
one has like,
I haven't been able to open it, but because mine have that too, and I just haven't
Yeah.
been.
what? That one's good for a little bit of light.
So yeah, these just, it varies on depending on what you request for it, of course. So that
What kind
one,
of opening you put in the top?
exactly. Those just requested gaskets, so we kind of put those there on there.
So which one are you gonna give me for my bunker, Dad?
Okay. Nothing.
You could get a B grade, they're cheaper.
You don't need no bunker.
Yes.
You couldn't dig a hole big enough to stick one of them in the rock we have at our house anyways.
With the deal revolver, that guy's coming to dig out the tank some more. Might as well dig me a hole. For my bunker.
I'll pass today. So how many employees y'all have here?
And on the plant working, there's 3 shifts, and each shift is probably around 50 people, so 150, not
Yeah.
including the actual office itself. The office is probably another 50.
And y'all run 24 hours a day basically, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's kind of the benefit of running 3 shifts. And same thing with our North Dakota office. That one's also, that plant's also kind of running 24/7.
Well, Diego, we appreciate the tour.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Thank you for giving us a walk around and show us how our new spray rig was built. And when we get it home, we'll get an unboxing of it. We're going to leave it covered up for now, but we'll get an unboxing done and show you guys exactly how it's going to fit in the Can-Am, how the spray booms work, how the nozzle, I mean not the boomless nozzles work. We're excited.
Likewise.
I never thought I'd say I was excited to go spray weeds, but
You have bird poop on your shirt.
oh, I'm leaning up against the tank. Come here, let me wipe that off. Come here, give me a hug. No.
Where are you? Wait for me. See Bob. See Bob. See Bob. See Bob. See Bob. I can't get through this part.
This is the dead end.
That makes me claustrophobic. I'm going out.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. You like it when I sing it?
Absolutely not. No. But hey guys, so a couple of weeks ago we made a little trip down to South Texas and picked up 2 pieces of equipment that we think are going to be real
Game changers.
game changers. I didn't want to overuse the word, but go
You-
ahead.
oh, were you gonna have a new word?
Yeah, I don't know what I was going to use, but not that. So anyways, we're here today. Y'all saw the razor grazer that we did in a few videos back. Today we're going to open up our brand new sprayer. So
Cody's gonna open it. I'm just gonna hold the GoPro.
y'all come along and see.
I'm supposed to be editing right now, but he drugged me away.
So I've been looking for a while for a sprayer that would go in the back of our buggy and that had multiple features. A couple of things I was looking for was I wanted a boomless nozzle so that if I wanted to spray something like close to a fence line, I don't have to worry about a boom hitting the fence. Second thing I did want a boom in case I wanted to spray something like a pasture or something, you know, a little small spot. I could spread that out even if the wind's blowing a little bit and get some spraying done. You got to have a wand to do spot spraying, but I also wanted a self-contained unit that had everything on it that I could pick up and take out easily out of the buggy, and it would be easy for Erica and Clarence to run. And I feel super confident we have it right here in our Enduraplast sprayer. So
You could be a salesman. Like you could do commercials.
we'll see. So let's this thing is packaged pretty good. I didn't want to cut this because I wanted to reuse it, but I may have to because it's got these staples in it and it ain't wanting to give it up.
Just pull the staples out. Cody?
Okay, we're gonna have to edit this out till I get this out of here.
How come? Because you're gonna yank it?
Because I'm probably gonna lose my temper.
I'm not editing this out. This is gonna go in the first, what do you call the first part? Oh gosh, why is the word escaping me?
The thumbnail?
No. The little first part before our intro. It's gonna be the intro. Cody losing his Jesus. I usually do take all that out. They
I'll
think
say
you're
this much for
nice.
those guys. They do an excellent job of packaging.
I wondered how this stayed on all the way down I-35 for 3 hours.
You might ask, why does Cody want to keep this? Well, because I think I can make a good...
Because he's a hoarder.
No. Clint's in need of it. My cousin that has a feed store is in need of a new spout for the cube deal. All right. How many drinks does this got to have in it?
Y'all would stop eating
All
grass.
right, Clance, come help me.
You
Get
wouldn't,
on that side
you
of
wouldn't
us.
be choking and coughing like that. Stop eating grass.
Raise this baby up. You gonna go on up with it?
Look at there. Would you look at that?
So, there she is in all her glory.
See, all I can think about is all this lumber that came with it that I can make stuff for my chicken
Yeah, we ain't
church.
making nothing for nope. I'm about done with chickens. All right, this is gonna blow away, so let's put it over here.
Like I could make some pews out of this stuff.
Or this could be a
Ah.
cross on top.
Well, let's lay
Yeah.
it down. Get over there and let's
Lay
maybe it
me
won't-
down and
You
slowly
got a hope?
whisper.
Yep.
He had a Holt.
He thought he did.
I think my side was heavier.
Babe, Ashley texted me and said, who are we really punishing with this grounding?
Oh yeah. Clance got in a little trouble because he couldn't act right. And his
And the
buddy,
neighbors,
the neighbor boy is missing him.
the mom is the one saying
Grab that
the
red
moms are
hammer
being
that I told
punished
you to get the other day that you couldn't
because the
find.
boys are lonely.
Where? Where's it at?
Andale, come on.
What's he
You
at?
need to be in there working on a knife instead of walking around.
Well, I need your help.
How do you need my help?
Cause I can't get a deal together.
Huh?
Can't get a deal together. You'll see after. Here.
Let's go. Let's go, Cody.
I need a pry bar.
All right.
Let me see if I
We'll
got a
come
pry
back
bar.
after those boards are off. Now we got a pry bar out.
Come on now. Maybe, just maybe. Perfecto. There she is. Miss America right there. How's that?
There she is. That was terrible. Miss America. Good thing that noise happened, otherwise you would have heard my singing. That was terrible.
There she is.
In all her glory.
Now then, we just need the tractor.
Okay? You
So
can't
the way
lift that
this
up by
guy
yourself?
said it- huh?
Can't lift that up by yourself?
Well, I'm sure I can, but it's got forks put in it right here.
Oh, for a reason, huh?
Stake holes right here. Just pick it up with the tractor and set her in.
Did you already clean out the back of the cannon?
Heck no.
Okay, well,
That was y'all's job. I'm sure
Okay.
it ain't done.
That was not my job. That's probably one of the reasons Clance doesn't have a phone. And he can't go anywhere.
All right, well, let's get her put in there. Then we can do a little talking.
Loaded. She is loaded.
Looks good. So, all right. So, swing this back around. We'll show the folks. So we still got to strap it down, but you can see we got her loaded. And Erica just set it in by hand because the way we plopped it down here, you basically had to pick it up to spin it around anyways without getting it on a nail and puncturing it. So we just set it in by hand. It wasn't too big a deal, but it does have right here these stake pockets so that you can pick it up with a set of pallet forks on your tractor. This one we got has a 60-gallon tank on it. I think they also make an 80-gallon, I'm not sure, but this is just what we needed, the size we needed. And so even if it's full, you can just run in here with your tractor, pick it up, skid steer, whatever you got, pick it up and unload it. So you got a hose reel here, all your valves and everything, up your pump, agitator. I mean, it's just
an agitator.
Yeah,
I thought that was my job.
That's your job, that's for sure. So this is probably what I thought was one of the coolest things. So when you get in this baby, Nala, you got to move over, girl. So if me and Nala's going to go spray, we can just swing this baby around right here. You can control all three sections of your boom, or on the boomless nozzle, you can just do one side or the other. If you just want to spray off on one side or the other, adjust your pressures here. You got a pressure gauge, you got a power switch to turn your pump on and off right here, all from just sitting in here while you're driving. So you get to the end of a spot, you want to turn around, you can kill your power, make your turn, fire it back on.
Too bad the wind's blowing 90 miles an hour today.
Exactly. I never wanted to kill something so bad in my life. So I want to go spray some weeds.
You just want to spray some weeds.
But then when you get out, you just push it away and get out. So we're going to go ahead and get her strapped down. You just strap it in with some ratchet straps and it's good to go. I'm excited to see what we got going. This is a drain port right here. So when you get ready to drain it, you just get out of the way there, baby. Take your cap off.
Let her drain.
Drain her out. This is where you hook up your 3 sections of your boom, or 2 sections if you're just going to use your boomless nozzle. It should be in here. Let's take a look and see.
It's the boomless nozzle there.
Huh?
So can you just get these 2 and not the third one? What's the point of the third one if you can only...
So this is for when you have your whole boom on, the big boom.
Oh.
A middle, a right, and a left section. If you're going to use the boomless nozzle, it just sprays from the middle, one left and right, so you cap the middle section.
So these 2 are just for spraying 2 different ways, and then you put all 3 of them to spray all the way across, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's easier to understand stuff when you see it instead of trying to imagine.
Well, I thought the boom was over there.
That's the big boom, but right now I'm talking about the boomless nozzle. So these are brackets for the boom. So this is a Field Boss Eco Light is the name of this baby. Oh, the boomless nozzle's in the back seat of my truck. I'll have to go get that.
Womp, womp.
Womp, womp. All right, well, let's get going. How you coming on this?
All right, I'm back from my walk. Took a break. Cody's still working on this thing.
We're about done, though.
The boom is out. The boom has been unboxed.
We don't know if we're going to use it yet, though.
For your first project?
What's that?
Is that what he meant? He said we don't know if we're going to use it yet for your first
Well,
project or what?
I don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. We're just trying to get her set up, see what she does. But no, I don't think I don't know if I'm gonna use the booms to start with or not. I think maybe just the boomless nozzle. Really depends on how much the wind's gonna blow, which it ain't never stopped blowing out here in 12 years, so I doubt it'll stop tomorrow or the next day, so. Clance, I could use a little help over here, please.
Mom.
Put this in from the back and these 3 from the front.
Gosh, Dad. In what order? Never mind, I know what order. Ready?
Put your top one in first, right over here, please.
Oh, it slides through. I forgot it slipped through. Go, Mom.
Roll it up like this. Don't get it too tight or it won't slide down in that deal.
This part
Here you go.
just has to
Here you
be
go.
like that.
I got it. Oh, Noah. Oh, Noah. Got it? That's good. Don't get it too tight or it won't go in there.
Well, this part's the part that has to go on.
Okay.
Ow.
You got it too tight, did you?
No.
It won't turn, huh?
I didn't turn it right.
Whoa! It's crooked.
What size are these?
It's crooked.
Oh, maybe the thing's sitting crooked.
I think the buggy's sitting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Different size?
Yep.
Leave those because we got to have those to tighten another part
What? These two?
to put the boomless nozzle on.
Oh, yeah. I think that was 2 or 3 sizes bigger. With a 15. How tight do I get it?
Tight it on there. Here. Tighten it by hand. There you go. Or tighten it by hand.
You didn't even tighten these at all. You just put them on there.
Mine went right in though, remember? While you were fighting yours?
No, your top one didn't go in. My top one went in better than yours did. Thank you very much. Getting too old for this. I'll tighten this one by hand.
There you go.
Dad doesn't tighten it up before he does it. That's what you get for.
Go ahead and round it off there, Junior, making it. All right, let's see what that does. Got it. All right, let's pull up a little bit and see what unfold it. We need to hook that spring up on that side.
And yours, oh, on your
Yours
side.
is hooked up, yeah.
Yeah, get it, Dad. Hook it to this.
Really? That's where you think that's where it goes?
I was making sure you knew, cause like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know.
Oh.
I'm just trying to find the easiest way to get it there.
Did you get it?
Yep.
I was about to show you how you really do it.
Yeah, let's don't just throw that so it breaks one of those couplers there. What do we think?
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
I think I'm gonna go get me some milk duds.
How does he still have any milk duds left?
I don't know. But I think that looks pretty good to me.
I
What about
agree.
you?
I love it. Fancy.
And
Fancy
then
like
you get a
Applebee's on a date night.
That folds and
We'll
then
do that, and then it'll come back out.
Yep.
folds and comes back.
What are
to
the chances we're gonna hit a tree out here?
slim to none, but there's a good chance we'll run into a fence.